2023 Ford Ranger Raptor, smaller than the F-150 but no less fun. The demise of the Fiesta and Focus in the US marked the end of Ford's long-held, but never realized ambition to create a world car that could succeed in all global markets. Maybe Ford should have concentrated on a world truck instead, a niche that the Ranger seems to have achieved. The Ranger is sold in no fewer than 180 countries. The outgoing version was the most popular pickup in Europe, which is where we had our first experience with the hotly anticipated new Ranger Raptor. The Euro version has much in common with the upcoming US Ranger Raptor, which we expect to see next year, with the same styling and gravity-defying suspension featuring internal bypass dampers made by Fox Racing. Beyond the fact that Rangers sold in Europe are produced in Thailand while our version will be built in the good old USA, the major difference is that the US Raptor is set to get a brawnier engine. That's because Europe is entering its own malaise era. There, the Ranger Raptor is getting a detuned version of the twin-turbo 3.0-liter V6 from the Bronco Raptor, the pickup's engine strangled by the need to meet stringent new emission standards. In Australia, where the Ranger Raptor was launched first, its V6 makes 392 horsepower and 430 pound-feet, but in Europe, it will produce 288 horsepower and 360 pound-feet. We will have to wait for US specs, but it seems certain our Raptor will have at least as much power as the Australian version, and possibly the full 418 horsepower and 440 pound-feet of the Bronco Raptor. A 10-speed automatic gearbox with a 2-speed transfer case, plus locking front and rear differentials, will be standard in all markets. 2023 Ford Ranger Raptor, smaller than the F-150 but no less fun. The Euro version of Ford's mid-size 4x4 Flyer isn't exactly what we'll get, but it's close enough to get us excited. By Mike Duff, published November the 19th, 2022. 2023 Ford Ranger Raptor view photos. Ford. The demise of the Fiesta and Focus in the US marked the end of Ford's long-held, but never realized ambition to create a world car that could succeed in all global markets. Maybe Ford should have concentrated on a world truck instead, a niche that the Ranger seems to have achieved. The Ranger is sold in no fewer than 180 countries. The outgoing version was the most popular pickup in Europe, which is where we had our first experience with the hotly anticipated new Ranger Raptor. Advertisement. Is set to get a brawnier engine. Advertisement. Continue reading below. Related stories. 2023 Ford Ranger Raptor. Tested. 2020 Bronco Raptor lives up to the hype. 2023 Ford F-150 Raptor R. Tested. Ford F-150 Raptor brings the V8 Fury. That's because Euro is entering its own malaise era. There, the Ranger Raptor is getting a detuned version of the twin-turbo 3.0-liter V6 from the Bronco Raptor, the pickup's engine strangled by the need to meet stringent new emission standards. In Australia, where the Ranger Raptor was launched first, its V6 makes 392 horsepower and 430 pound-feet, but in Europe, it will produce 288 horsepower and 360 pound-feet. Truck, and the Raptor uses a reinforced version of that ladder chassis. From the front, it really does look like a baby F-150, with LED headlights pushed to the edge of the bodywork. F-150 version, and 7.0 inches narrower. A crew cab is the standard configuration in Europe and has a 61.6-inch cargo bed. The addition of some microfiber panels and colored accents elevate the Raptor's cabin over the regular Rangers, but the plastics remain hardly utilitarian. The 12.4-inch instrument cluster and 12.0-inch portrait-orientated central touchscreen both looked good. Ford sync cleanly and intuitively, although we welcome the continued controls for heating and ventilation. The Raptor's center console features a stubby shifter with a button on the side that engages manual mode. Manual shifting is via the steering wheel paddles. A rotary dial selects the drive modes and controls the transfer case, which has 2H, 4H, 4L, and 4A settings, the last automatically sending power to the front axle when required. On-road refinement felt very impressive, considering the Continental General Grabber 8 tires our truck was wearing. The Fox Racing shock absorbers vary damping force according to both wheel travel and an adaptive valve, meaning the ride at everyday speeds is plush and compliant. Noise insulation proved equally good at highway speeds, the Raptor's cabin staying quiet at a 75 mph cruise in normal mode, an unexpected virtue. Steering weight feels heavier than in the F-150 Raptor, even in its lightest setting, but delivers little feedback. There isn't much for it to talk about, given the front tires' ability to deliver lateral grip and smart. The Ranger track straight doesn't wander, although it feels stable at speed and corners. It doesn't take much enthusiasm to get the front pushing line and the rear axle struggling with traction, although much like the last generation Ranger Raptor sold in Europe, achieved a 4-cylinder engine and required more than 10 seconds to reach 60 miles per hour. The new one still feels some way short of being fast. Ford of Europe quotes a 7.9 second 0 to 60 to mph sprint. The transmission's blunt reactions in drive didn't help to raise confidence for passing moves, either. Selecting sport mode improved responses, but also added artificial weight to the electric power steering and introduced a droning exhaust note. The Raptor's exhaust has 4 different modes, including normal, sport, and the required setting for low departures. There's also a larger mode that's so noisy it comes with a driving the Ranger Raptor on demanding off-road course will improve when it's hard to The Ranger has 10 inches of wheel travel at the front and 11.4 inches at the back, which is less than the F-150 Raptor, but the engineering team Ranger Raptor. Maintains speed and took it up a steeply graded by stream bed without any throttle input. The electronically locking front and rear differentials can be engaged and disengaged quickly too, although the icons controlling them on the touchscreen are small and hard to locate when the truck is bouncing over rugged terrain. The Ranger Raptor is smaller than its F-150 sibling, and the European version is considerably slower, but it doesn't feel like any less of an experience when driven hard on demanding terrain. We await the arrival of our own turned-up version with great enthusiasm.